It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC South. It's the Titans and the Colts on Monday night.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Titans set to take over behind their quarterback, Ryan Tannehill.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific a week ago in Washington.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were playing to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here, game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And the open receiver is Robert Woods. Shoves him aside, and he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play that time for the Titans. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field, but if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. They'll try and run for it with Henry, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
The extra point up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Oh, ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really with almost a 1-to-1 ratio, that's not going to work for you well at all. Not over the long haul. The beauty, though, somehow found a way to win.
Yeah, they still got the win last week. They go play action now. Lawrence, they'll roll him out right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He finds his man. Complete. That's Pierce. And able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Lawrence is throwing to the hands of Pittman here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they fulfill position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against him a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He'll buy some time right. And he will reach the 5-yard line.
Go! Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. Let's go, baby! But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. These two teams all tied after 1. Hauled in downfield. Touchdown, Titans. Will Fuller, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the result in the end, a Titans touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really looked close.
And that was amazing, because that drive went, no adjustments, offense, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
He's caught Michael Pittman with it. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Now Lawrence. Got a man. It's Pittman. And he throws it in for the first touchdown. Michael Pittman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? Big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get this out to the 25.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These 2 teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate.
And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. A first down carry for Henry. Julian Blackman bringing him down. Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we saw an example of a rangy free safety right there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
So many times we've seen him trying to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. No good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That's a nice throw there. He's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wound up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now Lawrence on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're you're a little bit fatigued, you're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Colts. Michael Pittman with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Colts on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listen to history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like when you fit that in the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This one taken just inside the 10. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? And Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A 9-yard pickup, just 1 yard away from 3 consecutive first down plays. And just a yard to go here on second down. Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hip, but they say it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well. And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Tannehill on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. To throw again on second down. Tannehill. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Complete, it's Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Let's go, Phil.
Well, so much for holding to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear. And that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver. And it sets up a 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Check down here for Henry. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Tannehill now to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. Austin Hooper, as the first half is winding down. And the Titans have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied here in the second quarter. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a Tennessee score. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And finally he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 33. Blankenship's kick is good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So we reach it. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. This one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. Going up top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over, and they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
And just a 30-yard punt that time, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And to the 42-yard line here, brought down there.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Hey, we don't need no more penalties right here.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On second down now, it's Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Woods. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further. As they get him down well short of the line of the game. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Colts to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well.
Hey, Charlie!
On first down, Lawrence. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. They're down at the 49.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now he's going to throw deep right side. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Right side complete. That's Woods. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Tackle made by Grover Stewart. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 30 on second down, Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to lead to a third down. Now it's Tannehill. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner, his second sack of the night.
Sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They go play action with Lawrence. Flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On second down, it's Taylor. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 38.
Leo!
On game of 9, brings up 3rd and 1.
General West!
On 3rd and 1, it's Lawrence. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And the Titans are right back in this football game. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Hooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And this one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 7 yards to pick up there. On second down, here's Henry. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Again, it's Henry. And running with power here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a 1st down throw, Tannehill. There goes a deep ball, end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Tannehill to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts in the middle of the field. That should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pitching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. Fuller brings it in over the middle. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Tannehill. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Austin Hooper with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at a quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back to throw. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. He's back to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. These are the spots this stage of the game. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
After review of play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. They'll roll him out right. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
6-6, pull it high. You're out. Ready?
They'll look to run with Taylor, and he's across for a touchdown. It's likely the game winner here on the
watching this one right here who gave up, because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Throwing Tannehill. Pass caught by Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. One last throw here for Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this.